Okay, since I'm always experimenting and trying to find new techniques and stuff, I thought it'd be fun to learn how to open a lock with some bobby pins or hair pins, whatever you want to call them. Let's see if I can do a demonstration first, and then I will talk about what I did to do this. Now, can't guarantee I'm going to keep my fingers out of the way entirely, but I'm going to try. I believe there was a click there. Okay. Come on. Trying to get under the pins is probably the worst part. There we go. Okay, good click there. I think we're in a false set. Now, see if we can get this to happen here. Oh, I think that's an overset pin. Let it drop. Go back at it again. Oh, it's right there. Come on. Oh, and got it. Okay. So, how did I do my pins and stuff to be able to get this to work? Okay. So, originally when I started, I really wanted to do it in a manner that you didn't have to have any tools to be able to do it. So when I started off, all I did is I grabbed, just one that wasn't bent yet, and I just shoved it in there into the lock itself, bent it over, and then once I got so far, once I got the bend going, I pulled it out and then just kind of finished it off with my fingers. So that's how I got my tensioner. And what I did is, to make sure it was even going to work, I grabbed like a short hook, and then made sure that, it was even going to be proper tensioning. So that worked right off the bat. That was awesome. Then the struggle came for the hook. So I started off, I believe, with this guy. Yeah. So I worked on this one for a while. I mean, the black's all been rubbed off or whatever, scraped off. So one of the issues, so with this, say this size, this thickness, is that you can't just bend it and then be able to get in there. It doesn't fit. So I knew it was going to have to be sideways. And I thought, well, there's no way without a tool I'm going to be able to do that. So originally when I did it with this one, I just stuck it in the lock and then bent it this way, and then again, just when you do it this way, since it's deep down in there, at least for this lock anyway, it did have a curve in it, and then I just straightened the curve out, and then I left my hook part, and you're able to get in there. The only issue, and I was not able to pick it a single time with this, because I felt like it just didn't have the strength. Every time I went to try to lift the pin, obviously it was like, bending in that direction, and I tried to like stick my finger under it and try to lift it. It just wasn't really working out all that great. Maybe if I would have kept struggling, fine. So then I broke down and said, all right, clearly I can't figure out a way to do this that you can do it without a tool, unless you got some really strong fingers or something, which I don't know. I work construction. I consider my fingers to be pretty decently strong anyway, and it just wasn't happening. So I broke down, got out a tool, and all I did, I saw the strength and the thickness of this one. So if you compare, they're different thicknesses. And I thought, man, that would make a nice hook, and it probably would have made a better tensioner too. I don't know, I didn't try that. So the other issue is these little nub things on here are actually kind of hard to get off. I tried using my teeth, which I'm sure my dentist is going to be happy about that. to try to get them off, and I didn't have much luck. I tried again, I wanted to be able to use maybe just a single tool. I think I did one somewhere. I did one where I was able to get it off with this, but if you have a pocket knife on you or whatever, it's just so much easier. Take the pocket knife, cut it right off, and then you're good to go. Now, in order to get this hook, and you got to watch, because you can't go too far down, because then the hook's too long, and then I didn't want it to be too deep. I want to be able to get into the lock without too much struggling. So luckily, I was able to just do it just right, that I can bend it, and then that got me my hook. I don't know if you can see this or not, but that was all I needed to be able to pick. Now, maybe it would be easier to do something with like the handle part that'll give you more control. I didn't spend that much time on it. When I did this, I went in and I picked it a few times. I had a couple times I struggled a little bit, and then a couple times where I popped it open right away. It was actually kind of shocking. So it is possible. You can do it. Is it ideal? No. In a life or death situation or some kind of survival or whatever, sure, why not? I would assume that other locks are going to be a little bit easier than, something like this, but yes, I'm already struggling here. I probably shouldn't even do it, make myself look like a fool here. But yeah, it is actually possible. It's kind of fun in a way to, there's a couple times I got a little frustrated, but that's all a part of the game. So there we go, we're in our false set again. Let's see if I can do it quick. Make me look like a hero instead of a chump. That's an oversight pin. Drop them down. Ooh, deep. And we got it. Holy moly, got it twice. Imagine that. So yeah, pretty crazy, huh? With bobby pins. Part of this was inspired. Someone, I think, made a comment about picking like a wafer lock with a bobby pin or something, and it kind of inspired me to throw some bobby pins, paper clips, things of that nature into my everyday carry, just to have. And then I thought to myself, I'm like, oh geez, I keep bobby pins in my carry, but I've never tried to do it before, so probably ought to practice a little bit and get an idea what it's like to try to set it up. I would like to work on a way, again, well, let me reset this before I drop my pins, render this lock worthless. Would like to try to do it where I'm not needing any kind of tool. So again, what I did here is I just jammed this thing in here, kind of like so, and then I just bent it how I needed to, got it out, finished it off a little bit, and then that pretty much was my tensioner. Surprisingly, actually not bad. Not bad at all, I must say. So then the next step is trying to figure out a hook. So anyway, well, this video was way too long, but that was definitely fun. Yeah, if you're up for a challenge, give it a shot.